Hey everyone, I'm going to be starting a new series called Tuesday Testimonies, where every Tuesday or so I'm going to share a personal testimony I've had, an experience that I've had. Well, of course, number one, the goal of God being glorified in heaven through Jesus by his Spirit, but also because my testimony might help you out, whether this is the first time you know about me, or you do know about me, or you're just scrolling, or I don't know. I think teaching about the Lord and the kingdom is one thing, but also sharing our testimony is great. The word says that we overcome the devil by the power of the blood of the Lamb, which is Jesus, and our testimony. So this is my testimony. I want to tell you, I'm going to share you an experience I had. So let's dive in. So if you know me, you know that I have some gastrointestinal issues and challenges that I work with. And so there was a day when I was in Elk Grove because my GI doctor was doing some exams on me and asking me some questions. So I was going through a check. I remember keenly that when I got out the doctor's office, I got into my car, and I remember sitting in my car and just speaking about obedience, asking about obedience. I remember the word obedience coming out of my mouth, saying obedience. I don't know what the specific prayer was, but it was obedience. I was talking about obedience, asking for some type of guidance in that area. From then, I had forgot about it. The day had went on, and I just kept going about my business. I drove up north to Sac so I can kick it with my homie, my friend George. And he was doing his own thing, so I was gonna go to a Temple Coffee in Midtown Sac to just kick it so he can meet me there. I walked into Temple Coffee and I sat down, and I had this book that I was reading, and I was just chilling. Totally, I wasn't thinking at all about what had happened earlier in terms of like what I was asking for or the GI or whatever. But then 3 young individuals walked into the door. They walked in the temple and they sat directly in front of me. And they started Bible study. So these 3 young people it was 2 men and a young lady, right? And from their lips, you can hear them saying, okay, yeah, so for obedience, Deuteronomy. For obedience, Deuteronomy. I'm like, what? It popped into my mind. I'm like, oh my goodness, I was just asking about this earlier. Here they go talking about obedience, and they're talking about Deuteronomy. So I flipped through Deuteronomy now after the fact, right? And Deuteronomy, it sums up the Lord's commandments, that we should, 1, love the Lord our God with all of our heart, soul, mind, and strength, and to love our neighbor as ourselves, right? And Jesus has confirmed these commands. So this was in a way of God, I believe, right? And my personal testimony I'm sharing to you, answering me about what obedience is, right? So, yeah, if this connected with you, if you thought this was dope, I thought this is amazing. God is amazing. He is good. He is spirit. So let's worship him in spirit and truth. Thank you for listening on this Tuesday Testimony.